That's Ferrari.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Weekend League here in Gavra Racing. We are back for the next two rounds, which are here in the Netherlands. And the format of this league is 225% races, as the leader 90 has just gone spinning round. But remember, this is 225% races, consisting of one short 18-minute qualifying, which we're now, and the second race is a one-shot quali. And I am joined by a co-host this week, a co-commentator, and I'll just let you introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, how you doing? It's Joe XX118 here. I'm a current driver in Gavra Racing in the Super League. And I'm here on Thursday, I think, in the Netherlands.
You are, yeah, Thursday next week in the Super League. I think everyone is at the Netherlands next week, Academy, Freshman, Premier and Super. So we'll have to find out how those races go, but the Weekend League is going to be the first to show us what the Dutch Grand Prix is like. Remember, this is the first time we've ever had a proper league here in Gavra Race Round, the Dutch Grand Prix. We did have a couple of pre-season test races around this track, but this is going to be the first actual league race where drivers will be able to pick up points for the league here in the Dutch Grand Prix, and it'll be exciting to see what's going to happen around this track. And it's a pretty good track in this one, Joe. I think it's become a fan favourite already between a lot of the drivers.
Yeah. Some people get the impression that this track doesn't make for some good racing, but I completely disagree. I think this track makes for some great racing, I'm not going to lie, and I think we'll see that when the race begins.
Yeah, we'll have to find out and see how the racing is. As two DRS zones, and that turn 1's going to be a big focal point during the race. I believe it's turn 12 or 13, I believe that is, where our Bagu Breath has just come through. As he's come around now towards the final part of the track, and this is obviously a special track for many reasons. It does have the only set of banked corners on the calendar. I'm not sure that the amount of degrees of that those corners are banked on, but it is quite a lot. And it allows the cars to take that final corner flat out without having to lift, and does allow the cars as well not to use up too much tyre wear, as you see the first bank corner here as well. And it's a pretty special track, this one, and hopefully it'll provide some very, very good racing. X90 on pole at the moment. I believe his best time was on the soft, 1 minute 9.2. So we're quick laps around here, Joe, it looks like.
Yeah, it's quite a good pole lap from 90, actually, to be fair. 192.
Yeah, it's very close between our Bequaz boy and the Prime Prince there. Around about 400ths of a second between both of them.
Bon Evil's gone for the mediums, which is quite interesting. I was not expecting that for a driver to go for the medium strategy.
Yeah, might be looking for a medium to soft. We saw Natty do it out in the second round of Australia, where he actually managed to get second behind Jutsi Kev. It's going to be a good battle between them two, as we saw them both battling wheel to wheel out in Silverstone in the pre-season race. And now Natty's going to come across the line, try and do a lap on the mediums. I'm not sure why he's doing that, but might be able to beat his time on the softs. I'm not too sure. Let's see if anyone's able to beat him. Jutsi Kev will be a one to look at here. Absolute 11. We know how quick he is as the races in the Freshman League, but we've also stepped in the Premier Series this week. And
Quick Mick's gone pole.
Oh, Quick Mick has
9.1.
Oh, good lap there for
Quick. Sabo is out on another lap. Oh, he's lost it. Oh,
there's a
he's
Ferrari.
Lost it on turn 7.
I think that's
I tell you what, turn 7 is a very, very difficult right-hander for these drivers to get a hold of. It requires a lot of short shifting and smooth acceleration on the throttle to get the car around, or a high wing. It depends on your driving style, but that corner is very difficult to grasp. As you can see, Ace Sabo has kind of messed it up. Yeah,
Ace Sabo losing that AlphaTauri there. I think Natty collided into him, actually. It looks like, Joe, as Natty's got really bad front wing damage, because Natty was right next to him and the incident happened. So maybe he spun round and collided with.
Racing's on a lap in the Red Bull.
And keep an eye on
he's taking a
Jutsi
nice line.
Kev also on a lap. We know how quick he is here in Gavra Racing. Let's see what time he can put in. A couple of drivers coming
turn
to
7. Ooh, I'm riding on board with Jutsi.
There's Plane Racing on a lap at the moment. He's 600ths down. Let's see what Jutsi Kev will be able to do. So he's just coming towards the end. He's through the middle of Sector 2. And he opens up the DRS now as he goes through the straight, which 11. Is not exactly straight, and over the little blind hill there.
Ooh.
Down into this tricky section. You don't want to get on the curb on the inside there. Curbs are very, you got to say, Joe, the curbs are very vicious on this track.
They're brutal, absolutely brutal. Round through the turn 14 on the banking section. Where's he going to go?
Only goes 7.
It's P7. That's I think Jutsi can get a lot more time out of that. I think he knows that.
I think so.
9.8, definitely.
I would class that as a banker lap there for Jutsi Kev.
I would also.
As he comes around now the back corner, it doesn't look like he's on another lap as he just went very wide there. Yeah,
he's on another lap.
Backed out there is Gregster. Gregster and the Mercedes out on a lap at the moment.
Oh, he's going to come towards turn 7. If you watch here on Gregster, you'll see what I mean by this right-hander. Some drivers opt for 6th gear, some for 7. 7 keeps the rear planted. Nice line through there. Oh, he's very interesting. He's not through there in 3rd. This is looking good for Gregster.
Comes up towards the DRS zone. DRS open. Will go over the blind hill down into this
turn 11.
Tricky section of turn 11 and 12. Doesn't want to get on the curb on the inside.
Oh, he shifted too early. He lost the rotation. See, that's what happens if you shift too early. You lose the rotation in the car and you don't hit the apex. He shifted too early there. He's lost him a lot of time. He still might improve. He might have nailed sectors 1 and 2. Let's see. Nah.
No 2 seconds down. That really did affect him. And the Mercedes, as Prime Prince is on a lap, he's coming towards the end of his lap. 700ths up. Might be able to improve a little bit. This would put him ahead of Bakwan's boy up into 4th place. Can he gain some time around the bank corner? He's out of VRS to the line. Oh, he went pole with a 1 minute 9.1.
That's a good lap.
Brilliant time there lap from Prime Prince. And that is, at the moment, it's a racing point 1-2 at the moment here.
Some good points for the pink Mercedes.
The pink Mercedes. This is a
controversial comment.
As Quick Mick on his way out in the pink Mercedes, starting his lap. Looks like he's going for the softs, and I can imagine there's probably going to be a bit of a reaction here from Xanati. I can imagine he might come out probably onto the softs to try and get himself back up into pole. As who's on a lap time at the moment? Carl H has improved on his lap time. Hello to RC8 Play Dutchy and Black Country Mush in the chat. There's a driver here with Joe. Can you see who's in the number 11 spot, please? Because I can't see who that is in the Merc.
Is it the Mercedes?
Yeah.
It's Rastro 74.
Rastro. Okay. I can't see his name. You see, it's stupid Codemasters and their glitches.
Rastro might be on for a good lap. He's nailed turn 1. Absolutely nailed it.
Oh, harsh lockup there though. Harsh lockup from Rastro.
Mighty turn 7. Let's see if it can crack it.
Shippers in the Alpha Tauri is on his way around the lap. He's through the middle DRS zone, down in towards 11 and 12 now. So he gets up on the first curb. Doesn't want to get on the second curb though.
Nope, nailed it.
See Shippers now. He's going to come round the final corner, turn 14. The long sweeping banked right-hander to the line. Will he improve?
No.
No, he didn't. He was up on his time there, the AlphaTauri, but in the end, not being able to improve. Quick Mick on a lap. Keep an eye on him. There's a Mercedes on a lap. I believe that's Bonnie. Rastro in the Merc.
Quick Mick's going for Paul.
Rastro,
very nice
this could be a good lap time from Rastro, and it was, and he went 6th. A 1 minute 9.4, improved by 6/10. Absolute 11 has just rejoined. He might be able to quickly get a lap in.
I think he's on a good lap. He's nailed every sector on my screen.
Ooh, looking at the sector split though, he's a tenth down on his time.
No, he could get that back. Oh, he's overshot. Oh, he hooked it up quite well, to be fair. Is he going to stay tight to the line or not? Let's see. Yeah, he does. He does.
Nice.
That's
and
going to
tight
get him
to the
some
line.
time.
No, he's coming for it in that. I think he knew he was down on his time. It looked like. I think he knew he was down on his time.
He wasn't happy with the sector 2.
No, I think he's coming in now on his lap. Is this a Shippers on a
lap
here? Oh no, Shippers also into the pits. Not many people out. There's quite a lot of people on out laps. Nobody on flying laps at the moment. And we'll have to see. I believe the first driver to come across the line for a lap will be Boy, and we know how quick Boy can be. Almost what I call him the comeback king here in the weekend league. He did it many times before last season. He's done it a couple of times already this season. Let's see if he can put in a good quali here as he comes down now in towards the harsh
quite nicely.
Banked turn of turn 4.
The mighty turn 7 of the right hander. Here we go. Let's see if we can nail it.
7.
Oh, he says very tight on entry. That's an interesting line.
Keeps it well though. Over that curb there, you are allowed to, and over that one as well. As we said, the curb's very vicious on this track. There are a couple that you are allowed to go over, but the curb's really high and really rough around this track, and some of them you can lose the rear of the car. And as he now opens up the DRS down the middle straight, let's see what time Boy's going to be able to put in here.
Nearly a 10th up. I'm surprised the drivers aren't putting the car into first gear around that section. It gets some good rotation on the car, but people aren't opting to go for that move.
Have a look here. He doesn't go too much on that outside curb. He really doesn't want to. It's quite a rough
he's run out of VRS. He's out of battery.
To the line, will he improve?
The battery right there. He was 800ths off, and that was solely down to his battery. I can almost guarantee.
There's a Red
Just
Bull.
runs too much ERS.
Red Bull to the line. It's plain racing. He's 3 tenths up on his time. Where will this put him? Ooh,
P7.
7th of a 1 minute 9.5.
Here comes Ray Fizz out of the pit.
So Williams coming towards the end of his lap. No, it's Absolute 11 getting ready to start a lap. There is a Alfa Romeo behind him. And guess who's coming out of the pits now? It is the leader of the championship. It is X90G, who has just come out of the pit lane and is now on an out lap.
Ride on board for his hot lap.
So Vicious and Rastro retiring. So they clearly think that they cannot put in a quicker time. There is a McLaren to the line. It's Al Bagubrev. Will he be able to improve? Improves by 4 tenths. Not quick enough, though, to move up any positions. And Alpha Tauri just came across the line. As Absolute 11 retires, I don't think he's able to improve on his time, it looks like.
I don't think X90G is going to get round, no? For his lap?
They might not be able to. Sometimes, though, either the timings up here where we are is different to the timings they have down there, but also sometimes the drivers are actually allowed to put in a lap time even though they're on an out lap.
I think it'll be very interesting to ride on board with X90G and see if it can get pole for this hot lap. Since he's the current leader of the championship, he might be able to beat the 2 pink mercs, as I'm going to refer to them throughout this entire commentary.
Let's see what time X90 is able to do here. So
down at the turn 1. Where's he going to go? Now you can do that, you can enter quite well, you don't have to hit the apex on that corner to get the most amount of time. Comes through this difficult chicane section. And it's very difficult to get the power down on the exit of this corner, but he's absolutely nailed it. Here we go, the mighty turn 7. He wants to use that yellow Pirelli board for his braking and turning point, and he's done so very well. There we go, he's nearly a 10th up on his PB. Hooked that up very nicely through there. Up through turns 8 and 9. Through turn 10. Now the stretch down to turn 11. DRS wide open. 2 tenths up on his personal best. opts for second gear like the rest of the grid,
would,
but it's working out well for him.
That time would put him in pole if he was able to get a clean around these final corners.
Keep it in fifth. These runs is invalid.
Oh,
no!
He just too wide over that curb, and he's invalidated. And he's had enough. He's had enough. He's really angry.
He's not happy about that one.
He was on. I think he was on for. I think he was on for pole. Jutsikev was a 10 foot, but decides to back out. Interestingly, Jutsikev only gets 9th. That's a huge shock. Let's see where Danny Boy can go. No, Danny Boy comes into the pit. So that is the final grid, and it is someone new on pole this time. It is Prime Prince, and it is a pink Mercedes Racing Point Aston Martin Racing 1-2 lockout here. They like to just use all of their names there. Right, we're not. We're calling Force India as well. As both of them on pole, followed by X90, who was looking to get pole, in the end invalidated on the entry to the final corner. Ray Fizz, he was not able to improve and stay 4th, and we will see the final grid in just a second. But it is Prime Prince who is on pole for this one, this first race here in the Netherlands. And you're ready for our 25% race, so it is Prime Prince on pole, followed by Quick Mick, only 200ths behind him in second, really close between them two. X90 in third, Ray Fizz in fourth, Bequans Boy in fifth. Is that Rastro? Yes, Rastro in sixth.
P6.
Plain Racing in 7th, Absolute 11 in 8th, Jutsi Kevin 9th, Carl H in 10th, Gregster in 11th, Bon Evil in 12th, Shippers in 13th, Ada Sabo in 14th, Albagu Breath in 15th, Vicious in 16th, and Danny Boy will take up the back of the grid there in 17th place. As Jutsi Kevin the chat saying, I don't like this track. It's not for everyone.
It is difficult. It is a difficult track to hook up a good lap.
Piero said, I found this track a little similar to Mugello. Really fast corners with modern F1 cars. Yeah, I can see that. I can see.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see the likeliness between the two of them.
This is going to be very interesting. From what I've seen, Natty seems to have the pace over his competitors at the minute. So it should be very interesting to see if he can snatch pole
There's two
position.
drivers now who haven't got names. Can you, when we get in, can you tell me the names of those two drivers, please? That I can't see. Because I can't. This stupid game. Code Rasters, fix your game. Just waiting now to get underway with the formation lap. Here around the Zandvoort circuit here in the Netherlands. As a couple of track stats for you here. The length of this track is 4.259 kilometers or 2.646 miles. 14 corners, 2 DRS zones, one on the main straight, the start-finish straight of this track, and one in sector 2 through the middle of the track here. And yeah, as I said, 2 banked corners, the only banked corners in the F1 calendar at the moment. But I'm sure as innovation goes and as technology improves, we might start to see a couple of more tracks coming with different style of elevation and the banked corners, as we see here. And so one of the hidden drivers is Rastro. Joe, who's starting 18th? Is it Jumbo Websy? Jumbo Websy. Okay. I can't see either of those two names on the screen. So guys, the driver in 6th is Rastro, and the driver in 18th is Jumbo Websy. If you're wondering who those drivers are, because I can't see them on the stream because Codemasters are poo. But we will begin anyway. All the drivers lining up here. It is a pink Mercedes. Pink Mercedes 1-2 lockout here. Who will finish this racing first? Who will get pole? Who will challenge X-Natty and Jutsikev in the battle here for the championship? Jutsikev only down in 8th place. His teammate Absolute 11 only down in 13th. After we've seen Absolute 11 do it so well in the other Gavra Racing leagues. And it's done that thing again when we have to wait because the timings are off. Oh, someone jumped the start, I think. And there we go, and there is all the lights out, and away they go. Prime Prince and Quick Mick off to a good start here. But Quasboy off to a really good start. He's actually trying to take Ray Fizz down the inside, squeezing him onto the curb. As there's battles happening all over the place. Carl H going wheel to wheel with sorry, I believe that was Bon Evil, Gregster and Absolute 11 going wheel to wheel. There's a Ferrari off. A McLaren off, sorry. Yes, it's
Vicious off.
Yeah, Vicious at the back.
Natty's all over the back of Quick Mick into turn 7.
Oh, and it looked like there was almost contact there. There's a car lagging all over the place at the back. We'll just couldn't ignore that. As you said, X-Natty all over the back already of Quick Mick. As Natty will be wanting to try and get past the racing point. Let's see if he's able to do that. If the racing points
are smart, Quick Mick could be allowing here the Prime Prince to get a gap on X-Natty G. That would be quite a good strategy from them to be brutally honest.
Over the curb there. Oh, there's an Alpha Romeo round. It's Quasboy. Oh, and he's reversed into someone. He can't be doing that. That's an instant penalty.
That's a bit naughty.
Yeah,
that's a little bit naughty.
If he's in that situation there, he needs to.
He's going to go round the outside.
Oh, he is. He's going to try it round the outside into turn 1. Will he get the pass done?
Broke late. Oh, that's very good defensive driving there from the racing point. X-Natty G still there. Oh, they're going to go side by side through the chicane. Oh, he's going around the outside.
Now you'll have the better line though.
From Quick Mick. That's phenomenal defending.
Natty will have the better line though, coming out of that corner as he went wider, getting a better straight line speed there, as he is all over the back of Quick Mick at the moment, trying to find a way past. But if we just quickly go back to what happened with Quasboy, Joe, in that situation that he really just needed to stay on the inside there, and he needed to wait for all of the cars to come past, and he didn't do that. He collided with a driver. I didn't see who that was, and I think the stewards will look at that, and I think a penalty will be given towards him for that one.
Definitely.
As X-Natty is still all over the back of Quick Mick.
Top day. This is going to be a hell of a scrap.
And so you can see the pit stop strategy at the bottom of your screen. Doesn't really affect us too much, as this is only a 25% race. But we'll have to see.
He's using his battery. He's used a lot of his battery so far. So has Quick Mick. The Prime Prince hasn't used much of his battery, but Quick Mick and Natty are going through it very quickly. We're already in lap 3 and they only have half of their battery life left, which isn't not ideal for the drivers.
X-Natty is really, really pushing here, trying to close down the gap. They're trying to close down the gap here on Quick Mick. As Ray Fizz also getting closer as well. As is someone losing positions there? It looks like Absolute 11. Not sure what's happening there. The leaderboard screen there is going way off. As Absolute 11 is still in ninth. All over the back of Quick Mick. X-Natty needs to get past Quick Mick as soon as possible if he wants to get himself up into a podium position. Just going to try and look for it here. About 2 seconds.
To get out of his teammate's DRS zone. I can't see Quick Mick pulling away from X-Natty, so the Prime Prince needs to get out of his teammate's DRS so Natty isn't being towed by his teammate.
What's what this is allowing though? Oh, big lockup from someone there. I believe it was Rastro in the Mercedes. Huge lock.
This is
a Jumbo Websey into the pits. Is that damage he collected? Oh, it is. That might have been damage off of the Quasboy. Looks like he's coming to the pits now.
From pole to 8th position, not one driver is more than a second away from each other. It's that close between pole and 8th position.
It is very close between all of the drivers here. X90.
God,
he's still trying to get past it. It's within a second between first to 11th.
It's going to get tasty when the DRS starts kicking in.
Yeah, the DRS will kick in the end of this lap. So once the drivers come down this main straight, we'll have DRS.
X90 is so close.
X90, he's going to have DRS on Prime. On Quick Mick, sorry, and then Quick Mick will have DRS on his teammate, Prime Prince. Ooh. Quick Mick might look for the move, he looked for it. He's got a bit wide.
That's giving Natty the inside line. That's won Natty a lot of time. Quick Mick going for his teammate. The Quick Mick just needs to not attack his teammate and just concentrate on keeping Natty behind rather than going for pole position. And the gap between Natty and Rastro has opened up. Natty now is not under attack by anybody, which is good news for him, and now he can just concentrate on getting past these two pink Mercs.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to try and get past the two Mercedes, 1.5 seconds behind to the Mercedes of Rastro. So we're starting to see the front three move away a little bit now from the drivers behind. Exactly, he's going to get as close as he can around this corner. He'll have the DRS. Will he try it into turns 11 and 12? He's got to try and make the move count before the corner. Can't get it done there in the end.
He's going to have a good run down the straight though.
He will try
Quick
it on the straight here.
Too aggressive on the throttle there by the racing point.
Ooh,
no, he's got a fantastic run down this back straight. Oh no. So does Quick Mick apparently. Yeah, boxes. He's gone in. He's gone. Wise, very wise. He couldn't find a way past.
It looks like he's gone for the undercut.
Yeah,
the undercut
that's a very good move. That's a very good move. Natty can now make up his time and show his pace. Not by overtaking drivers, just by making up the time. With that undercut, so that's a very good move. Unless he gets caught in traffic, of course, which is looking quite likely. Yep, he's behind our body breath.
So,
Bon Evil's gone off.
Excited trying to look around. Oh yeah, Bon Evil. Oh, is he round?
He just went wide.
Has he got damage?
No, not to my knowledge.
No damage for Bon Evil. No. He is going to now be attacked by Gregster. Gregster trying around the outside. Can't get the pass done
is right
there.
behind Jutzy Kev. He might go for a move round the outside. He's going for it. Late on the brakes. No, unfortunately not.
Gregster getting the move done, and Bon Evil looked like he was trying to go round down the inside of Plain Racing, and Plain Racing couldn't get the moves done there, and he's lost out in that battle.
Rafis is going to go for it on Jutzy.
Behind it.
Prime boxed.
Keep an eye on this though. Prime Prince into the pit. Prime Prince into the pits here, Joe. Let's see where he comes out, and where in terms of where Natty is. Natty coming to the line now. Prime Prince, he is coming out of the pits. And Natty.
Wow. That hasn't worked. That's lost Natty time, that undercut.
It has Natty getting ahead of Jutzy Kev, however, so he is ahead of the drivers here. He might be able to get the move done though, Natty. Natty might be able to get the jump on Quick Mick, as Quick Mick has left it until late on to get the move done. Can Quick Mick do it here? So, a full safety car.
Who's off?
I'm not sure. It's just a full safety car's come out. Was there contact? Is there wing? Oh, Ace de Sabo has really bad wing damage. Is there debris on the track somewhere that has to be recovered?
There must be.
I'm trying to just find out where there's a full safety car.
Carl and Riff is diving into the pit.
This is not.
Everybody does.
This is so unfortunate for X-Natty though. He was trying to get the undercut done on Quick Mick. This is just going to allow Quick Mick to now, because Quick Mick's coming out of the pits. Natty is on his way down now. Where will Natty come out? Natty's come out behind Quick Mick. And he's also come up behind Prime Prince, behind Ray Fizz here, Joe. And what that's Quick Mix got the jump on his teammate, but Ray Fizz has also got the jump on Natty because of the safety car. This has impacted Natty a huge ton, this full safety car here.
And Natty's on all the tyres. And I know 2 laps doesn't sound like a lot, but by the time these mediums have done 10, 11, 12 laps, those 2 extra laps that Natty has done, it'll prove a massive difference. The way I think of it is Natty will be sliding about all over the shop like Bambi on ice, 2 laps prior to the other drivers.
We'll have to see what Natty's going to be like towards the end of the race, as he said. Might be losing out on a bit more grip towards the other drivers. He's got to push now. Let's see what he's able to do. Those drivers who started on the mediums looks like they've come in for a set of softs. Let's have a look and see. As yeah, this Quick Mick getting the jump done on his teammate Prime Prince. Ray Fizz getting the jump on Natty because of those pit stops. That safety car really helping Natty out there. Pierre in the chat saying that's Gavra's fortune. I'm not trying the undercut. Pierre, I wouldn't start having a fight with the boss man, mate. Otherwise, it won't go down well. As, everyone warming up the tyres. Safety car will be out for another lap. And while the safety car's out, might as well fill it in with a bit of a plug. So if you haven't already, if you do have Twitch Prime, go subscribe over to the Twitch channel. And you know, gift how many subs you want to gift. Not very good with Twitch, so I don't really know what happens on it, as we found out couple of days ago when we did that Twitch raid in the Premier Series. But yeah, if you haven't got Twitch Prime, you go subscribe. If you haven't already, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you tuned in yesterday, which I'm surprised a lot more people didn't tune in, missed out on the live episode of the podcast. It was about 2.5 hours long. Me, Natty and Toussaint were sat for talking about Gavra, and we even had a bit of a Gavra racing quiz as well, which happened as just celebrating our 1,000 mark. We also played some other games, some different racing games, and just other games other than racing as well, in about 1.5 hour stream afterwards. So I believe the live podcast is now available on the YouTube channel for you guys to check out. And yeah, a lot more to come in terms of the 1,000 sub celebrations. But if you haven't already, go subscribe over there. Maybe we might even be able to get to 2,000 before the end of the year. Let's see. It's a 1,000 was our mark, so let's see if we can get there. But if you haven't already as well, we do have Twitter and Instagram, which I run all of those. So if you have any questions or if you have any ideas or suggestions, you can message me on those. And yeah, if you want to donate to us, support us in any way, we have patrons, PayPals, all sorts. We have everything. We have all bases covered here in Gavra. But what Quick Mick needs to do is cover his backside, because Greg's just gone off already in the wall.
Oh no.
Greg's lost it. He's gone too much on the power.
Oh, there's a Mercedes.
It's full wide.
There's contact between the AlphaTauris.
There's a collision.
There's
a
AlphaTauri and the Haas
and an AlphaTauri round as well.
Oh, and the McLaren and a Ferrari. Oh no.
Oh, there's a McLaren and a Ferrari. Well, surely this is. Surely it's another safety car.
Oh, Danny Boyle, Bagu
This is
breath.
welcome to Mugello.
Oh God.
Can we change this? Can we change this to Weekend League Mugello round 3-4, please? Because what on earth just happened there? So
now he's going for red.
Oh, now he was looking for a move. He's going to try and round the outside. Will he be able to get the pass done? He's going to stick his nose in the gap.
Nice.
Or in some space, he's going to have the straight line speed. He'll be able to get the faster line inside into the corner, and easy to like gets the pass done. Up into third place goes XG back into the position he was before.
Square one.
I think what it looked like, what happened there is, Joe, Greg stirred too much power off the safety car restart into the wall, and then it went 4 wide. It looked like Ace de Saba was involved, so was Bequaz Boy. There was a Haas involved as well of I believe that was Jambo Websy. Then Jumbo Websy, speaking of him, he's going to try and look for the move down the inside. He's got wing damage, so does the Alpha Tauri. This will just allow, I believe that's, that's Shippers in behind. Also, Bakwa's boy trying to find his way through as well in the Alpha Tauri. He's trying to now get past Jumbo Websy. At the moment, Xnat is trying to close that gap down to Prime Prince. He's getting the gap down quite a lot. Job. Quick Mix in a really good position here at the moment, though. He's on a laps out of these top 3 on the medians, and he's got a teammate. Could be going for a win here as Bakwa's boy always looking for the move. He might try it down the inside. Not enough room left, though. He almost lost the car. Jumbo Websy not leaving enough room for him there. Some of the drivers need to leave room. But it is driving etiquette, and also, I mean, it's racing rules. You need to leave cars enough room if they are going for an overtake. You can't defend, obviously, but there are ways in how you do your defending.
Right ways to defend, definitely.
Yes, there's Rastro getting now past Plane Racing. Rastro's got damage on his front left. There, he picked that up. So he might be one of the drivers that was involved in that restart collision. Ace de Sabo is going wheel to wheel with his teammate. In the end, Shippers gets past him. Oh no, Ace de Sabo gets back past him. I'm not sure what happened there.
X90G just can't seem to close up just close enough to the Prime Prince.
Yeah.
Just can't see.
Remember in this game though, the dirty air really does affect the drivers. The dirty air is really strong in this year's F1 game, so he will be struggling a lot with that. Trying to get into the car in front. Remember, there's really only 1 or 2 main overtaking spots around this track because of the way the track is and where it's built. And he's coming around towards that overtaking spot now. He is within DRS range, but look who's closer. Prime Prince is closer. Will he look for the move down the inside? Can't get the move done there. Really affected by the dirty air there. Just can't seem to get close enough to Quick Nick.
And the longer that it takes X90G to get past these 2 Racing Point drivers, it's harder it's going to get for him. Due to his older tyres.
Prime Prince now, he's trying to gain on his teammate. Trying to get back up into that pole position as his teammate got the jump on him.
We haven't spoken a lot about him, but he is doing a very good job to stay with the top 3. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd say this is a 7-way battle for pole. Maybe 6. Absolute's lost there.
As Carl H is sort of keeping up with this pack here. He needs to get that gap within a second though before the DRS detection zone. He can't do it, so he will be out DRS. As Ray Fizz getting really close to Natty getting really close to Prime Prince. And what it seems to be here is, I think the reason why Natty can't get past Prime Prince is it's almost become a DRS chain between the drivers. Oh, there's a Alpha Tauri out of Shippers up towards turn 7.
Every time Natty gets a good exit out of a corner, the Prime Prince just seems to stretch his legs and just get just a bit more time on him, and I can't see why that is. But he's getting very, very close.
X-Natty get the move done on Prime Prince. He's getting closer, but he's gonna try and get.
Oh, he's at the curb! Oh, he lost the rear.
Tank slapper on the curb. He did recover it though very nicely. But that has lost him a bit of time there to Prime Prince coming up to.
Now is right on his behind. Ray Fizz has got a good run on X90G. Ray Fizz has DRS. He's put the battery in overtake
now he's
mode.
trying to break the slipstream. Now he's gone defensive. Might try and look for the move now. Capitalising on that. His mistake forces him and squidges into the inside.
Ray Fizz has got the move done round the outside That's a good move.
Fizz getting the move done, and this may allow Bon Evil to try and get involved in this battle as well. I'm sure that he won't back down, but I'm sure that he won't back down without a fight here. Will he be able to get the move done on Ray Fizz as he's getting ever so closer towards this DRS zone?
Bon Evil is looking all over X90G, obviously on the soft tyres, so he should have a lot more pace than all these other drivers, and he is making quite a good job of it. I would be surprised if Bon Evil is still on the rear of that Ferrari this time next lap.
Let's just have a look in the... Ooh, we can have a look at pit stops as well.
Bon Evil's taking a fantastic line. Got a good run on Natty. Let's see if he gets this last... Oh, here we go.
So,
you might want to watch this. Bon Evil. Oh,
just about to look at the penalties, but we can have a look at the battle between these two.
Yeah, Bon Evil's gone free. He's moved under braking.
Massive move down the inside from Bon Evil.
I don't want to be a grass, but the stewards might have to have a look of that. That move wasn't really on for Bon Evil there. It was very dangerous. Moved a lot under braking. I don't know how I feel about that move, but we'll let the stewards do their job, I guess. And Bon Evil's got the move done, nevertheless.
Bon Evil getting the pass done on X90.
That was very brave.
Oh, it's
very naughty.
I believe it's Rastro getting the move done on, I believe that's Carl H in the Renault. Yeah, there's a Mercedes getting past the Renault driver there. I was just about to have a look at the penalties. Let's have a look and see Quickmate. Quickmate, 1 warning. Prime Prince, 1 warning. Ray Fizz, 1 warning. Bon Evil, 1 warning. 92 warnings. Absolute 11 has a 5-second time penalty plus a 3-second time penalty and a warning. So that means Absolute 11 is going to come quite far down the grid. But that means X90 is clear and he has got that 5th position at the moment. As he has now done 10 laps on those mediums and is now looking to gain on the...
Oh, Bon Evil's lost it on the... Whoa! Bon Evil hit the curb, turn 1, lost the rear. X90G, very good reaction. Stomped on the brakes just in time. Avoided a collision.
Can look at the penalties if I want to look at the penalties, okay?
Yeah, Dutchy.
Yeah, Dutchy. Dutchy in the chat. Dutchy in the chat. Tell me not to look at the penalties. Dutchy, I was looking to see where all the drivers are coming. Okay. Honestly.
Ooh, what a bug! Breath's AI in the way of Natty, and that's allowed Bon Evil to get out of. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, it's Ace to Sabo getting past Jambo Websy.
The AI got in X90G's way and it's broke DRS between X90G and Bon Evil. That's deeply unfortunate.
That is unfortunate for Bon Evil as he was looking for a potential podium position.
Is right behind looking for P2. Oh, he's got no battery on my screen. If my both drivers on my screen have very, very low ERS.
They are both on very low ERS.
I know the viewers are most likely like, shut up, so I'm talking about the battery, but it is so imperative in this game. It's so important to manage the battery well, because it gives you so much of an advantage.
As Ray Fizz is all over the back of Prime Prince. Will he be able to get the move done? It's the top 3 drivers, all really low on their ERS, actually.
Yeah.
It looks like the front 2... here look to seem to be struggling with fuel because Ray Fizz's fuel light has come on last behind the two of these two. These two might struggle with fuel at the end of the lap. This could allow Ray Fizz to go for the move. Natty just picked up a 3-second time penalty. Absolute 11 is behind him. Oh, Natty almost got a tank slapper again on that curb. Plain Racing with the fastest lap will not pick up the point because he is outside the top 10. Will Ray Fizz be able to get up into second?
He's gone for it.
Oh, it's Absolute 11 getting the move done on X90, but I think Absolute 11's got too big of a penalty. As Quickmate's going to come across the line and win. Prime Prince will take second. Ray Fizz will take third. Bon Evil will take fourth. And X90 will take fifth in the end, so not bad from him. He probably would have wanted a better result. Absolute 11 in sixth. Jutsikev takes seventh. Rastro takes 8th, but Quazboy in 9th after we had that spin earlier on the curb. Ace DeSavo, I believe, will come across the line and take 10th place. Then that's Jambo Websy will take 11th. Danny Boy will come round and take 12th. And Plane Racing come round after we did get the fastest lap. Will not get the point for it though in 13th place. But a very good first race between all of the drivers. A couple of incidents there, but we will now go on to the second 25% race. But this one will just be a one-shot quali.
That was very interesting. The two Racing Points did a very good job there to keep that 1-2 positioning like we discussed.
They did do a very good job. Both of the Racing Points. Apologise guys if my mic suddenly keeps on cutting on and off. My internet is being absolute trash tonight. Can't even have the chat open and stream at the same time. That's how bad it's been.
Here we go, the two Racing Point drivers on the podium.
Yep, so there are the two pink Mercedes, both got on the podium, and Ray Fizz got third in the end of that first race. But remember, the second race is less points given to the drivers, but there are still points available, but it is a one-shot quali, remember, so we will go straight into that after this. And we will get ready to start the next race here in the Weekend League. Same track here around in the Zandvoort here in the Netherlands. And there is the final grid. So all of these drivers did have penalties. Yeah, absolute 11 in the end at 8 seconds of penalties, which is quite a lot actually. But in the end, came from 13th to 6th. So really did really well there. Absolute 11 actually. Bon Evil, 11th to 4th. That's that safety
drive.
car. That safety car really helping him out though.
It did, definitely. Great points for Racing Point.
Bear with 2 seconds, guys. Sorry. Oh, why is it being so bad? There we go. Oh my god, that's horrendous. Jesus. So we are just waiting now for the second race. Will just be a one-shot quality, 25%. Same rules apply. Guys, I would look in the chat, but my internet speed currently should be 80 megabytes and I'm receiving about 7.5. So
there's not much going on in the chat. Someone just said, I hope second race will be under rain conditions.
I know, we haven't, I've not commentated this season as of yet on a wet race. So it would be good to see a wet race at some point.
My luck that it will be on Thursday. Any money, I'm going to put it out on the table right now, that the Super League race will be in the wet. Everyone in the Super League is going to be out for my life now. I'm not going to put any money on that, but I'm sure I'm jinxed.
How about
now,
we
so
put
everybody will play it.
Your position in the Super League on that?
What?
So if you were to get
a hard pass on that one. Just want to make that bet with you. Just
getting ready now for. I should have left the.
Oh, controversial comments in the chat.
What
apparently,
the controversial comments say? No, don't ignore Dutchy. No, we don't. We don't even have any. No, we just
we
ignore
treat
him.
everybody in the chat as equals.
No, we don't treat
Yes,
Dutchy as an equal.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
He's more of a pest than a guest. had enough of Dutchy. Constantly talking, chatting about me, saying, "Oh, you know, Tiger, you're slow in this." Dutchy, just leave me alone, okay? I can be slow in F1,
Put your
right?
submissions in the chat, and I will make sure that they are aired into the community of Gavra and don't you worry.
Dutchy, I'm not challenging no one, mate. No, I've learnt my lesson from last time, alright? No, Dutchy, no. I've learnt my lesson from last time, thank you.
Now, this one-shot quali is going to be very interesting because it's all just about how clinical the drivers can be. They've only got one chance, one mistake, and that's it.
As we did see, as I saw last week out in Australia, Joe, a lot of drivers who were coming at the top of the leaderboard, at the top of the quali, actually invalidated their lap and had to start all the way towards the back of the grid.
It's as I told you the other day, with driving very fast on this game, you have to use every inch of the track, and that's quite dangerous because if you do that to get the fastest possible lap, you're going to invalid.
Dutchy, that's shocking. That 2 cents put in the chat. Dutchy 1v1 me at Club Penguin. Dutchy goes, "What's that?" Dutchy, that's horrific.
Nah.
Dutchy, nah.
Nah.
Sorry.
Did you have a childhood?
Dutchy, did you even? Yeah, hang on, mate.
Bin Weevils and that. Come on.
Bin Weevils.
Bit of Bin Weevils.
Dutchy, I can't believe you don't know what Club Penguin is.
That is shocking.
That is horrendous.
I don't have that much time as you guys.
But it's not even. No, because we used to play it when we were younger.
Yeah. What was the other one? There's Bin Weevils, Club Penguin, and then there's another one.
Moshi Monsters, wasn't there?
Moshi Monsters, that's the one.
I used to play a not as well known one called Habbo Hotel.
Oh, shut up! You killed it now. You ruined it.
But there is the grid
again.
What Habbo Hotel.
Oh no.
Anyway, here is the final grid. Apart, we just went into the past there, but there's the final grid. So Baquaz Boy on pole, followed by Quickmick in second, Ray Fizz in third, Gypsy Kevin fourth, Prime Prince in sixth, Next Zaddy in sixth, Playing Racing in seventh. I believe that's Carl H in eighth, H Sabo in ninth, Jambo Websy in 10th, Shivers in 11th, Danny Boy in 12th, Gregster in 13th, Vicious in 14th, Absolute 11 in 15th, the Bossman Gavra Novic in 16th. Okay. Albagu Breath in 17th, and Bonnie Evil, who got onto the podium last time, Joe, starting from the back of the grid.
Yep. Yeah. That's the issue.
And that is exactly what we said about.
Sole issue.
That is exactly what we said about one-shot quali in most of the tracks here on F1. Invalidate your lap, you start from the back of the grid. So this format does create for some exciting racing because those quicker drivers who
have to fight from the back.
Yeah, they do. They have to come from the back, as we saw that a little bit in Monza in actual F1. It seemed to work out pretty well.
I think everyone now in the chat is just cracking on about childhood, like online games. What about Fruit for Schools? Does anyone remember that? Did you use that?
Fruit for Schools. Oh!
Yeah. Did you use that? Yes. Friv for school.
And then when you went home, you used to just do the normal Friv, because like the school one didn't have some of the games on that you used to play.
Yeah.
So you used to go home and just yes. Anyway, sorry, Gav. We got a bit off on a tangent here, mate. We apologise. Getting ready for the formation lap. And I'm sure this will be another good race here in the weekend league.
Not on the mediums. Ooh.
He is. I think from starting.
No,
remember, no damage under the virtual. No damage under the virtual safety car. No damage under the formation lap.
I've got a flag.
Drivers, if they collide.
There's Danny Boy and Vicious are out.
Yeah, they are both. They've been disqualified from the formation lap for colliding with another driver. So it's Baquaz Boy on pole. We've seen a lot of surprises from him. He seems to just be sometimes a little bit inconsistent. I think he is a very quick driver here. He does like to put in a lot of comeback drives. Let's see what the likes of Absolute 11 can do from the back. Bonnie Evil. So let's see what Excite can do from 6th. Be interesting to see whether he's able to get a good start off the line and try it down into turn 1 on a few drivers. Might try it on Prime Prince and his main rival, as it seems at the moment, Jutsikek, but both the Racing Points coming back here with some good performances. Quick Mick and Prime Prince both up here amongst these drivers. Could be a bigger battle than we fought for the championship. So three
Shippers,
drivers,
as well as on the mediums.
yeah,
Natty.
three drivers on the mediums. I believe it's Vicious, Shippers, and X Natty, all starting on the medium tyres. Everyone else has gone for a soft. This could be good for the drivers on the mediums if they are to get a safety car. They will be quicker towards the end of the race, so X Natty will be looking to go longer at the start and then go quicker towards the end. The opposite on what all of the drivers ahead of him and behind him are doing. Let's see what the second race holds here in Gavra Racing. In the weekend league. This is round 3 of 4. Round 3 of 4. Round 3 and 4 is what I meant to say. So we do have 2 rounds on the same night in the same track. As Bequaz Boy, as you predicted, pit stop strategy. So around lap 8, all the drivers will be coming in from the softs. Can imagine probably around lap 10 or 11 then it'll be the lap time when all the guys on the mediums will come in. And there we go, the lights are out straight away, and Bequaz Boy off to an awful start, and that's allowed, I believe that was Quick Mick, to get the jump on him, as there's a Ferrari going down the inside. My timing screen's messed up already. Gavra, for some reason, is in this race. I don't understand why he's in the race, but my whole leaderboard is just completely messed up, as drivers are going wheel to wheel all over the place. I just can't comment on anything. X Natty getting the pass done on, I believe that's Ray Fizz. Yes, he did. So he's got the pass done on Ray Fizz in the Ferrari, getting past the Red Bull. Is what I was trying to say. I was lost for words there. So I cannot just see. Can the leaderboard sort itself out?
Go. It's sorting itself out. And
there we go.
Sorted. There we go.
Ooh, so X Natty, a really good start. Up into
on the
third
mediums.
place from 6th. This could be a good win here for X Natty. He's looking for the win. He might try it round the outside of Bequaz Boy.
Good move.
And he gets the move done.
Move.
Brilliant move from X Natty up into 2nd place.
This is looking very good for X Natty G already.
X Natty trying to bring out a good comeback drive here, as he's now going to be closing down Quick Mick, as he's going to dart to the inside. X Natty already, will he be able to get the move done? He's going to try and dive it down the inside, and he gets the pass done. X Natty up into pole position already. This could be a very, very good performance from him, as he's already up into pole from 6th place on the opening lap. Brilliant performance here from X Natty already. To a bit of a disappointing race last time. The boss man, Gavra's up in 11th. I'm not sure why he is racing, but he's just going to race anyway, I think. As
I think we have a new lobby.
We have a new lobby? Oh, no! Oh, I didn't see that invite come through.
That's why Natty has just absolutely obliterated the grid, because they were all
Why didn't it say no one left?
Yeah, I had that issue. I got an invite from the boss man and then got really confused. So I joined it to see. And lobby.
Well, I take back everything that I said.
Yeah,
just erase all of that.
I didn't do any of that.
No, erase all of. Hang on, I'm gonna have to leave and join back. Oh, I hate F1. I hate F1. Not the sport, the game. Can I see everyone's gamer tags this time? Indeed I can, thank God. Remember to go into spectator mode. Nice one. Our Bag with Breath needs to choose a car. Sorry about this, guys. Apparently there was just a ton of lag. Gavra messaged me saying, are you commenting on an AI race? No, that didn't happen.
It did. Like 4 or 5 minutes.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. When did the lobby start, do we know? Because if the lobby started before the quali session... Wow. That's Holland Campy in the chat saying he's going to watch the NFL instead of watching the Gavra Racing Weekend League.
That's shocking.
That is actually hugely shocking, Holland.
Shocking.
Everybody give a thumbs down to Holland Campion in the chat for going to watch NFL instead of watching Gavra's prestigious Weekend League.
I might have to rethink my teammate choices now, Holland.
Yeah, you might have to at that point. Is this everyone in? So that is here. I believe this should be everyone. Charles Leclerc said in the chat, I thought Natty was quick. We all did at one point.
Yeah, we all did. Totally.
I didn't mean just for this race. Just meant in general. If everyone tuned into the podcast last night, you would have heard the hashtag Stop Natty Abuse. A couple of people came up with in the chat.
I don't know how I feel about that cause.
I'm not sure either. But, no, just getting ready now for the race. Are we doing a one-shot quali again? I think we are, Joe. Looks like it.
Oh, okay.
As if you tune in tomorrow at the Academy League, you'll be joined by me and Toussaint at 8:30 UK time, well, so that's British Standard Time, and 9:30 Central Eastern Time. So if you want to join me and Toussaint then tomorrow for the Academy League. We are also in the same track around the Dutch Grand Prix, and we will be ready to go. Hopefully we will not have the same problem. It will just be the same rules as what the Academy League goes is. 25% race, 18-minute qualifiers. Should be a good one, as the Academy League has provided such good racing already. Out of all the Gavra leagues, I think it's been the cleanest from what we've seen so far. Getting ready now. I think it's going to be a one-shot quali, it looks like.
I'm going to see if I can take one of the drivers through a lap, which is going to be very difficult since it's one shot and I've got many to choose from. But I will try my best.
Why do we ride on board with the winner of last race?
Who do you reckon?
Quick
Go on,
Mick.
pick a driver, any driver.
We'll ride on board with the winner of last race, Quick Mick.
Right, okay, let's do it.
If I can get to him before the grid starts messing up completely.
And if he invalidates, we'll go to Jutsi. Because that is always a chance.
Toussaint says he wants to watch Natty do a lap. No, we've already given Natty enough screen time.
Nah, we've gone. Yeah.
Yeah, we've already had enough screen time. There we are. I'm Al riding on board with Quick Mick.
Yep. So here we go. Blast down into turn one. He goes wide through to turn one, but that's not so bad. Probably would have got some nice time through there. Oh, he's coming round to the left-hander. He hooks it up quite nicely. Shift up to third and into fourth and fifth to get the maximised traction. Now he's going to come through turns 5 and 6 and try and nail the dreaded turn 7. Quite nicely through there. Turns 8 and 9. He's kept it in third gear. Shot it up to fourth to get the extra rotation on the car. Now he's going to activate the DRS and blast down to turn 11. See how well he can hook this up. He's currently in P2, just behind his teammate. Through turns 11 and 12. Gets the power down nice and early. Now through to turn 13. Light dab on the brakes, down to fourth. Up into fifth, loses the rear a little bit. Bit too aggressive on the throttle. Through turn 14 and now the long stretch down to the finish line. And that's P2. At 1 minute 9.3.
P2 for quick make. I think he might have got a pole there if he hadn't lost it on the entry to turn 14. But good time from quick make. Gets second place. Let's see where the rest of the grid came. I believe Ray Fizz got pole. He did. So it's Ray Fizz on pole, followed by quick make in second. Carl H in third. Juxie Kevin fourth. Plain Racing in fifth. X90 in sixth again. Jabba Websy in seventh. Absolute 11 in 8th, Issa Salvo in 9th, Shippers in 10th, Danny Boy in 11th, Vicious in 12th, Gregston 13th, Corresponding in 14th, Prime Prince all the way down in 15th, Bonivo in 16th, and Albagu Breath in 17th place there. Prime Prince and Bonivo and Bequazboy all the way down there, Joe, and the bottom of the grid, all invalidated their lap times.
It's unfortunate for those drivers. Now they've got a lot of traffic to get through if they want to score some meaningful points.
Sure, they'll be able to. Remember, it is reduced points. And let me have a look and see actually what the points are for the second race. As we will wait for the drivers to come around for a finish formation lap. I just have a look here. Where am I going? F1. Weekend league.
And we're away for the formation lap.
Another formation lap. So this time there shouldn't be a new lobby, and these all shouldn't be AI drivers, and I won't be commentating on AI drivers this time. If I look at the rule, so yeah, so race 2. So race 1, they usually get the normal points: 25, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. But in the second race, it is reduced points. So the winner gets 15 points. Second place gets 12 points. Third place gets 10 points. And it's 8, 6, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is the point system for the second race. Charles Gullick in the chat saying X90 and Absolute 11 both on the medium. So is Bon Evil and Albagu Breath at the back of the grid. So it looks like Natty knows he can't cook the lap up in one-shot quali and just went safely for the mediums, trying to make up those positions on the track, go for a different strategy compared to the other drivers. Look and see where these drivers will come now as they all line up on the grid. Who will win the second race here in the weekend league in the Dutch Grand Prix? All the drivers just lining up in their positions. Final McLaren to get there. And we are all ready now and waiting for the second race in the weekend league in the Netherlands. I have to wait a bit longer. And there we go, and then the lights are on and away they go. And once again, quick Mick after a decent start. Can't get ahead of the leader at the moment. Is X90 battling with Plane Racing. He tried to go down the inside of him as Jutsi kept getting ahead of Carl H. And there's some battles going on at the back here as well. Carl H getting ahead of Jutsi kept Natty trying it around the outside of Plane Racing. Got the pass done really well there, but Quasboy only up into 10th place. Bonnie Evil up into 13th already. Gregs has had an awful start. He's at the back. Jutsi kept getting past now. Carl H up into 13th place he goes. Jutsi kept up into 13th, up into 3rd, sorry. As he manages to get past Carl H. Natty getting past Plane Racing. He's behind Carl H now. Will he be able to get the move done? Trying to gain on him. Already drivers gaining places. The fastest drivers, as we can see, is McQuasboy getting past Absolute 11. Absolute 11's had a bit of an awful start. He's all the way down in 10th. He's now going to go wheel to wheel with Quasboy in the end. Quasboy getting past up into 9th place he goes. He's now going to have to defend from the Williams driver. X90 all over the back of Carl H. Will he be looking for the move down the straight? He's got the ERS open. He's going to try it now, maybe into turn 1. He's going to try and he's going to get the nose of the car in there and warrant some space.
Right on the brakes.
As we can see, Natty's strategy there is either going to come in between lap and
Natty doesn't need to push necessarily hard. Natty just needs to, as long as he just stays within the top 5, he just needs to glide through, make sure he's doing decent pace, and he should do well.
There's a Williams off at the back there, a Ferrari off at the back there, Danny Boy. It's Bonnie Evil now getting past Ace to Sabo, up into 10th place he goes. Oh, there's a bit of a battle happening
all over the back here.
Quasboy, yeah, looking at Jambo Websy. Will he be able to get the move done?
Oh, this is going to go down the inside of the Alpha Tauri. The Alpha Tauri is broke very late. There's some very good defensive driving going on, I've seen so far.
These drivers knowing that there's only a couple of overtaking spots, if they can just defend those positions on the track, they will be able to hold their position really nicely. Ray Fizz going quickest at the moment. X90, he's just going to manage those tyres and he's just going to manage his paces, but Quasboy around the outside of Jambo Websy, and he gets the pass done up into 7th place, goes the comeback king.
Danny Boy's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, I think Danny Boy had wing damage after he spun. So Danny Boy is now coming for the wing change. And he also did pick up
absolutely
a 5-second
all
time
over the
penalty.
back of the Haas.
Someone took out the brake board there.
Absolute's gone round the outside of the Haas. Haas is gone.
The Haas has lost it and he's taken out an advertising board and he's almost come back on the track and collided with a driver.
All over the place.
The McLaren hit the back of the McLaren hit the back of the Haas.
No.
And that's actually meant the McLaren of Vicious is now also spun round.
Oh no. Ray Fizz is gone. Out of DRS range of the racing point, which should be very happy about.
Ray Fizz has opened up a really nice gap to Quick Make, 1.3 seconds. Jutsikev 1.5 behind them. Jutsikev though is being attacked by Carl H in the Renault. Can Carl H get the move done? Oh, is he?
No, he sticks his nose in there.
Looked for the inside. Didn't manage to find the gap though. It's Bonnie Evil now getting past Absolute 11. Absolute 11 running quite slowly here. I'm not sure whether he's lagged out, maybe. Oh, there's an Alpha Tauri up at Shippers. Lost it on the exit. I think that's turn 4, round in turn 5, I believe that is. As X90's gaining now on Carl H after Carl H is trying to battle with Jutsikev. Natty won't be able to get the run here as Carl H getting that DRS train from Jutsikev ahead. Plane Racing will just try and get involved in this little DRS train here as well between these drivers. And X90 will be able to get himself into some clear air here, Joe, as the rest of the drivers will actually be able to pit ahead of him, might be able to open up a good enough gap. So when he comes in onto the softs, he'll be able to get the pass done on the drivers.
Yeah, I don't think Natty's deciding, like I said earlier on, to push. I don't think he has much of an incentive at the minute to push. He just needs to stay on the track and keep a somewhat decent pace, and I think he'll end up on the podium. Oh, Carl's going into the back of Jutsi. I don't know if he's got any damage, but there's a bit of contact.
No visual damage. Might just be a little bit of wing damage to him.
Nothing. Hint of green, I reckon. Hint of green.
Nothing will affect his car too much from what it looks like. He is just dropping back a little bit though from
Natty a bit of a run.
Yeah, has Natty trying to gain as well. Don't count out Plane Racing though. Look how close Plane Racing is, and look at the comeback king, but Christ boy, he's also going to try and get involved in this battle here as well.
Natty's only 2/10 behind a Renault.
Ooh, looked like he went for Natty. Looked like he went for the gap and went harshly over that massive curve on the inside.
Very close. Oh, he's got a. I always say they get a good run, and then I actually see the rest of the run. And I'm like, oh, that's something good.
Massive tank slapper against the wall. No wing damage, but it has allowed Plane Racing to get a run on. Oh, and Bakwas Boy went into the back of Plane Racing, and now Bakwas Boy has damage and there's an end plate across the start-finish line, I think it is. Just around that area.
Oh, massive lock-up from Plane Racing. That's going to give Bakwas Boy a really good run.
Bakwas Boy, though, does have that wing damage. Bakwas Boy will struggle.
Oh, that's going to hurt him through turn 7. I'm going to ride on board with Bakwas Boy, see how he deals with it. He's done a very good job to hook that up with a broken wing.
It will hurt him a little bit, though, through this top section, through the end of Sector 1, and through the middle of Sector 2. I said Sector. There's Carl H now trying to gain on the back of Chutzy Kev. Stop laughing.
Sorry.
Otherwise, I will not allow you to come back up into the commentary box
Natty's
again.
all over the back of the Renault. Like all over the back.
Standing all over the back of Carl H. Will he be able to get the move done?
Oh my god, he's going to go for it,
He's looking for
There's
it.
no reason not to.
Oh, and he's going to try it. Carl H is going to go defensive. Ooh, slight movement on the straight though.
Ooh,
Carl H went for the dive on Jutsu Kev.
Oh no way, that's giving Natty such a good run on the two drivers though. Oh,
Carl H, we tried it. Oh, they're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 4.
Natty's loving this.
Natty down the inside of Carl H. Couldn't get the move done there. Carl H, Joe, we thought he was going defensive, but then he went attacking on Jutsu Kev.
Jutsi broke very early, went very cautious into turn 1, and Carl was like, you know what? I'm just going to use that. Thanks for the inside line.
Natty now, he's going to try to make the most of this battle. Carl H looked like he was going defensive, then went attacking on Jutsi Kev. Dove it down the inside of 2-1. Natty, big tank slapper again on the inside curve.
You've said that so many times.
I know, once again, he's hit the inside of that curve. He needs to be careful.
Go on.
Tank slapper on the inside of the curve.
That's still one. We haven't heard that one in a while.
He's...
I'm
not going to allow you up. I'm not going to allow you here with me again. Should see into the pitch. So is the leader Ray Fizz. That will allow Carl H to take the lead. Natty behind him. Bon Evil up into 3rd on his mediums. Absolute 11 also up there now on his mediums as well. This is a little bit of a battle here between the 3 drivers who started on the mediums, and also our Bible Breath as well. But he's down in 8th place. Carl H looking a little bit vulnerable
at the point of this race, and I'm sure Natty would like some clean air. He's starting to see everyone pitting. He'll be starting to consider his strategy, and he would want some clean air to make up the time.
I believe Carl H will probably come in this lap. Natty will be able to go on around about 2 laps more, and then he'll probably come in for he'll have to come in for a set of softs, and will be able to push towards the end of this race. He needs to just kind of keep within Carl H, use his DRS, and I don't know why, but the timing screen tells me that apparently Natty is 3.8 seconds behind Carl H. Don't think that's right, game, but okay.
Carl H has stayed out.
Oh, Carl H has stayed out, so this will allow Natty now.
Natty needs to get the pass done. because Natty is on the better tyre at this point. We're 9 laps in. Carl H's tyres will be a lot more worn than Natty's, and Natty still can't seem to get past, and that's going to hurt Natty, because now should be the time where, in the strategy where he is the quicker car and Carl's keeping him behind.
Absolute 11 just came in off of his 8-lap-old mediums. How is tyre wear around this track, Joe? Is it one of those strong tyre wear tracks, or is it pretty relaxed on the tyre wear? It's pretty relaxed,
to be honest. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as China, put it that way. It's really not that bad.
China was a very difficult one for the drivers last week. The mix-up in strategy between all of the drivers in that one. And there we go. The timing screen has now gone back to normal. Cheers, Codemasters.
I think we're starting to see it now. Carl's losing the rear a lot more often on
Natty's
this
going to look to the inside. Carl H left the space.
Of room. Yeah, very respective driving there.
Oh, Natty's going to have the better run around the outside.
That's lovely through there. That's very nice.
Oh, Carl H though will come back. We'll come back though with the fight, and in the end, Natty gets past him, up into first place, goes X90G.
No way!
Oh, Natty comes into the pits!
No way!
And he's, there's wing damage to the back of Carl H!
Oh, I'd imagine the stewards are going to look at that as well. That's...
I believe no, it might just be a racing incident, because Natty is allowed to overtake him into the pit lane. You are allowed to do that. You are allowed to overtake drivers within the pit lane. Carl H just didn't slow down enough to go careering into the back of Natty.
Yeah.
I believe it can probably just go down as a racing incident from what it looked like. But at the moment, Bon Evil out in ahead, 4.8 seconds ahead. Let's see.
Natty is now should be flying on those.
That's really unfortunate though for Carl H. He was looking so strong, and he's now come out in 10th place. Be trying to gain that gap up now though.
Natty's first stint should have been very passive, very pacey, but now we need to be driving aggressively, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Went into the back of Jutsi Kev. He's going to try it round the outside into 11 and 12. Will he get the pass done?
Jutsi very late on the brakes, good driving from him.
Now he might try it around the outside again here.
Switch back.
Jutsi kept going defensive. Natty round the outside here before turn 14. Brilliant move there by Natty. Gets the move done. Up into turn 14 he goes. Bon Evil into the pits. Goes onto a fresh set of soft tyres. Now X90, he is going to be gaining. Oh, and then playing racing now, trying to get the move done on Jutsi Kev. And Bon Evil's going to come out in the middle of this battle. He's going to come out and he's going to go wheel to wheel with Plain Racing as he comes out of the pits. He's going to go round the outside of Plain Racing. Will he be able to get the pass done? And he does. Bon Evil straight out of the pits and straight back into the action there.
I don't know if Natty is going to be able to close the... Oh, we've got yellows in sector 1.
Oh, it's a McLaren off. I believe it's Vicious.
Natty's got purple sector 1.
Natty's got a game down a 4.
He's closing that gap. He's knocked 4/10 off the gap to the racing point in one sector. It's now 4.5 seconds.
Natty
it was 5.
Is able to gain that gap down as Bon Evil now. He's trying to look for the move on Jutsi Kev. These fresh softs really helping these drivers out here as Bon Evil getting the move done on Jutsi Kev. Up into 4th place he goes, and these two drivers here who both started on the mediums, now on the softs, really pushing near that gap that X90 was trying to close down. Now down to 4 seconds at the end of this lap. He's got to get that down even more if he wants to try and get up into second or even first here as he puts in the fastest time. And X90 puts in the fastest time, goes pole, and he will receive that fastest lap point if he can keep it at the end of this race. And if he stays within the top 10, he will receive the point.
The Prime Prince and Carl are going wheel to wheel. The Prime Prince and Carl make a little bit of contact.
And Prime Prince defending from Carl H. Look at Gregster though.
Right behind the Renault.
Gregster trying to get the move done now on.
Natty is now only 3.6 seconds. He needs to close that down quick. He hasn't got long.
Yeah, it looks like Ray Fizz seems to be opening a little bit of a gap up to Quick Mick. So Quick Mick might be struggling a little bit on those mediums. X90's gained that gap down. It'll be down to about 3 seconds at the end of this lap. So he seems to be gaining about a second a lap on those fresh softs.
That will change though. The harder he pushes, the quicker the tyre degrades. And you might see on the last 2 laps that Natty's around a second or two behind the racing point, but his tyres have nothing more left to give. So it's very hard to tell, you just don't know. Now only 3 seconds, he's doing a very good job. 2.9, 2.8, 2.8 still. It's going to come down now.
Gregster still looking all over the back of Carl H. Just for the bottom end of the points here. As Natty, that gap down 2.7. He is gaining that gap down. He's opened up the gap to Bon Evil behind. That gap's 2 seconds. So Natty just needs to manage that gap behind him and also manage the gap in front. It's just ducked under 2 seconds there. It is actually going down. Oh, is there a collision at the back there? Maybe it was a collision there between... There was a yellow flag. Could have been between Jambo Websy and Danny Boy. And Ray Fizz has actually got a bit of traffic ahead of him. Surprisingly, Shippers is just ahead of him. This could impact the battle ahead a little bit here if the traffic does get involved. But there's also going to be traffic of Jambo Websy. It's going to come out. Will he come out ahead of Natty? I believe he will. Oh, he does. So this could impact Natty a little bit, or Jambo Websy, if he knows about the blue flags, he would just be able to move out the way nice and easily and let Natty pass.
Natty's stint 1 really hasn't gone well for him. By staying behind Carl H, which I thought would have been good for him, has actually turned out not to be. He needed that clear end. That's not what he's gotten on the first stint. So now he has to make up not only 2.4 but a further 3.3 if he's thinking about pole, which is a big ask.
If we have a look at gap to leader, that is 5.6 seconds now behind the leader. 5.5 now. 5.4. Okay, he is really gaining that gap down actually. As he needs to get it down more though. Almost down to 2 seconds, that gap between him and Quick Mick. He's only got 4 laps though left to do it. Can X-Natty get himself up into second, maybe even on pole position? As he's Bequest Boy. Oh, there's contact between Bequest Boy and Plane Racing. And I think also, it looks like Absolute 11 hit the back of Plane Racing. No damage though. And I think Bequest Boy went down the inside of Plane Racing into turn 11, round the outside, sorry, into turn 11, at the inside line onto turn 12. Plane Racing now getting overtaken by Absolute 11.
Oh, we've got yellows.
There was the second one. It's there's a Haas on the inside curb.
Oh, the Haas has come back on. It's gone the way of the Prime Prince. Again, Stewart's going to be busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was naughty.
That would be...
You can't just...
I think that'll be a penalty.
Oh, and now he's made contact with the Mercedes. What is he doing?
That is Jambo Websy there.
Yeah, that needs to be looked at.
That'll be looked at by the stewards. As do all the incidents here. If the drivers do make a claim, sometimes the stewards do look at the whole race anyway. I do give out penalties even though if the drivers don't make a claim. As Bequest Boy, he's trying now to get past Jutsi Kev. Bequest Boy, the comeback king. Will he be able to get the move done here? He's going to try it inside of Jutsi Kev now. Bit of contact. Will Bequest Boy go around the outside? Can't get the pass done there. Absolute 11 trying to gain in this battle as well between his teammate and the Alfa Romeo. That gap exciting to quick make 1.5 seconds it is. Bequest Boy still all over the back of Jutsi Kev. Will he try it into turn 1 here? Bequest Boy might do round the outside. He might try it there. Can't get the pass done in the end.
Well, how this is looking is Natty is going to be right on the behind of Quick Mick on the last lap. So Quick Mick, if the drivers can defend well enough, this track does promote defensive driving, as I've learnt watching these two races. So Quick Mick only needs to be defensive for 1 lap, and then he has it.
Natty just picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that's just done Natty's race. That means that Bon Evil, if he's been using his MFD and he's been talking to his engineer, he will know that Natty now has a 3-second time penalty, and he's
Bon
within
Evil also
3
has a
seconds.
3-second time penalty.
I'm going to check the penalties.
Jutsi Kev has a 5-second time penalty. So I think
Natty can podium,
Natty can get the podium, but he's looking like at the moment, unless he forces Quick Mick into a penalty mistake, he will only be able to get as far as 3rd. So not a great weekend here for X-Natty. No pole positions, no first place for him, but he will be able to get on the podium in this second race. It's Absolute 11 now getting past Boy on the straight. Up into 6th place he goes.
So unfortunate for that. He's done all of that work to catch the racing point, and now he's right on the behind, almost DRS range, and he's not going to be able to get the position.
So that gap down to 1.1 seconds.
When you push hard.
It is with Natty pushing a little bit too hard there, exceeding the track limits, and in the end picking up that 3-second time penalty on the penultimate lap of this race. And it is Ray Fizz who's been leading. He's been pretty dominant here, Joe, actually. He's opened up that gap to Quick Mick to 4 seconds.
He's done very well.
He's done very well to hold that there. So that gap is now under a second. And as you did predict, Joe, you should do the AWS statistics that they do in F1 where it's the striking distance. You did say it would be final lap. Look where that is now, within a second, on the final lap.
He's a DRS.
Will he be able to get the move done for track position?
I'm not sure it's really on for him. There's no real point.
Oh, absolute 11. No, he's going to be going for the move on his teammate. Gets the pass done. Plane Racing might try. Oh, he did try it on the inside. He's made contact and he's in the gravel. Plane Racing, I don't think the move was on for him down the inside there. Probably just go down as a racing incident, but the move definitely wasn't on down the inside there. Late lunge there. Inside line, turn 1, just couldn't get the move done on Bequaz Boy.
Natty is going to be kicking himself. Natty is quite lucky that this is the second race that's reduced points. If this was the first race, I'm sure he'd be a lot more disappointed.
Yeah, that means that his championship range, he should still be in first by looking at the points that he'll be getting. But it's going to be very close now between all of the drivers, and it is going to be a bit more of a battle now as Quick Mick and Prime Prince have sort of almost inserted themselves into the championship battle here. The two racing points as Ray Fizz across the line takes pole in the second race. Xanny will take third, Quick Mick will take second, Bon Evil will take fourth, Absolute 11 in the Williams. Where will he come? Brilliant comeback drive from him after he actually started in about 8th place. Carl H in 6th, Jutsi Kev came in 7th, Bequaz Boy in 8th, the Comeback King moved up 6 places, Plane Racing in 9th, Gregster in 10th. And actually, also, Joe, we didn't mention him, but Bon Evil started from near enough the back of the grid.
Oh, he did, because
in 14th, I think he started in 14th, and he's moved his way, not sorry, 14th, he started in 16th, and he's moved his way all the way up into 4th. Brilliant race from Bon Evil. It's in the end, Gregster got the final point, Ace of Sabo got 11th, Prime Prince got 12th, Visis will take 14th, Albagu Breath got 13th. Oh no, sorry, Vicious just got overtaken by Danny Boy. So Danny Boy will take 14th. Vicious will come across the line and take 15th place. But that is the final race here in the Weekend League. We'll just see the final standings here. Bon Evil, driver of the day. Did he get driver of the day in both races? I think he did.
He did indeed.
So Bon Evil, I mean, if you got driver of the day in both races, according to the game, he must certainly be our driver of the day. Some really good comeback, actually. Managed to get on the podium in the first race.
The driver who I believe has done a cracking job this evening is the Prime Prince. On the first race, he managed to keep his composure and kept his teammate, and lots of pressure from X90G behind him.
Quick Mick also. Quick Mick on the podium in both races.
Yeah. Great consistency, which is what you need in league racing.
But there is your winner there, Ray Fizz. Quick Mick takes second, and Natty in the end got third.
Still a good result for him.
Yeah, still managed to get onto the podium. But Bon Evil from 16th to 4th. What a race from him. But Quaz Boy, 14th to 8th. And there was a few penalties in the end. Natty did have that 3-second time penalty. But yeah, that was the end of the Weekend League. Thank you, Joe, for joining me on this one.
No problem. I really enjoyed it. Two very good races from these.
They were very
higher grade. Yeah,
very, very good racing between all of these drivers in the Weekend League. If If you haven't already, pop a Twitch Prime sub on our Twitch channel and pop a subscribe over on our YouTube channel, which just surpassed the 1,000 subscriber mark. And a very big achievement for us here in Gavra Racing. And if you didn't already listen to, there is a 1,000 was live episode of the podcast. And it is now online on our YouTube channel. And there may be a couple of more extra special 1,000 stuff coming your way. We will see. But yeah, it's been a good one here in the Weekend League. And we will see everyone next weekend. Same time. Different track. I don't know which track it is. That's awful of me. Let me go look at the calendar. I believe we are in... No, Gavra, stop giving me notifications on your website. We are in the French Grand Prix. A lot of overtaking opportunities on that one, so we will have to see how the drivers fare there. But we will see everyone next weekend. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Academy League. Me and Toussaint, we will also be in the Netherlands for the Academy. So we will see everyone next weekend and everyone tomorrow for the Academy.
See you later.